segment of the news show. My name's Lola.
My name is Mia.
And my name is Alexis.
My name's Matt.
In this segment, we're going to be talking about trending books.
We are going to be talking to you about some of our favorites that we think you should read, and some of the popular books.
These books include the Harry Potter series, Red Pyramid, the Hunger Games series, and Percy Jackson books of all kinds.
Let's get into the show.
I'm going to tell you about a book called The Hunger Games. In this book, 16-year-old Katniss Everdeen lives with her mother where her father has died. Only her sister lives with her as a sibling. In this book, Katniss Everdeen's sister, Prim, gets entered into the Hunger Games, a game of death where only one person survives. Katniss then takes her place and then Katniss is then in the Hunger Games. She will have to fight many people to survive and eventually come back to her sister Prim.
Hi, I'm going to be telling you about the Harry Potter series. This series is about a boy who's actually a wizard. His parents were killed by an evil wizard when he was little. The entire series is about Harry, the main character, trying to destroy the evil wizard. This series is about friendship.
Hi. So, The Red Pyramid is a book about these two kids that lived completely different lives. They're brother and sister, and their dad is this magician, and he's been keeping it from them for a long time. And he just doesn't know when to tell them and how their mother died. And then he eventually dies, and then the kids go on this quest to find him. And this guy called the Red Lord is their enemy, and they go on this huge quest to find him and get him back.
The book Wonder is about a boy who has been homeschooled his whole life, and he was born different, so his face is kind of like deformed. And for the first time, he was going to a public school. And at this public school, he got bullied and wasn't treated well. But there was one kid, Jack Will, who really stood out to him and helped him get through his middle school.
Thanks for watching our segment.
Bye.
What do you think of volleyball?
Let's find out what they think. With Mariah Walton, and we are going to ask her a couple questions. So Mariah, what is the difference between club volleyball and Yorktown?
The difference between club volleyball and Yorktown is club is definitely more competitive, and you have to work a little harder to get the position you want and get on the team you want, whereas school volleyball, less people are trying out and there's a better chance you can make the team. And you still have to work hard for the position you want, but it's less competitive and more people are able to play.
What volleyball team were you on last year? What Montana team?
I was on the 13-1s team, the Lorax.
What position do you play for YMS volleyball?
I'm libero and I play middle back and left back.
So what does the libero do?
It's basically a defensive specialist and they stay in the whole time to defend the ball.
Do you like being libero?
Yeah.
Like, were you hoping that you would get the libero position?
Yes.
For letting us interview you.
You're welcome.
So we're going to be interviewing Addie Applegate. So Addie, who inspired you to play volleyball?
My sister inspired me because she played volleyball too, and I always went to her games and it just looked fun.
What have you learned from YMS volleyball over the years?
YMS volleyball has taught me to put others first, so we have a motto that's like, I'm third, so we put God, our teammates, and then ourselves.
Hi, I'm here with Riley, and I'm going to ask her a couple questions about YMS volleyball. So Riley, what got you started with playing volleyball?
My mom there was a camp in Montana, and my mom was just like, hey, do you want to do this camp? And I was like, sure, and then I just kind of fell in love with the game.
So where did you get started playing volleyball?
Montana.
Okay. Riley, what do you like about being on the 7th grade volleyball team, and what about the sisterhood?
I'm with my team a lot, so I've built a lot of close friendships. Some of my closest friendships have been volleyball, so it's just a good experience to hang out with your friends and just make close friendships.
Jones right here, and we're going to ask her a few questions about the YMS volleyball team. What's your favorite part about being on the 7th grade team?
I like the friendships that you develop really easily with your teammates.
What about getting ready for the games?
Probably the adrenaline rush you get and like everyone just being hyped and excited for it. Okay, that's it.
Thank you for letting us interview you.
You're welcome.
15 years.
So Coach Paul, did you play in high school?
I did. I played volleyball in high school at Yorktown.
What position did you play?
I was a DS because we did not have the libero position when I played.
That's so cool. Thank you for letting us interview you.
You're welcome.
Go.
Hi, I'm here with Coach Carly, and we're going to ask her a couple questions. So, Coach Carly, what position did you play in high school?
I played DS, so I played back row.
Why do you love volleyball, and why are you passionate about it?
I love volleyball because I grew up playing it, and I love to coach all you guys. And I am passionate about it because I played in high school, and I love that feeling of the competitiveness in the game.
Thank you for letting us interview you.
You're welcome.
I'm here with Coach Miller, and we're going to ask her 2 questions. So, Coach Miller, what's your favorite part about being a coach?
My favorite part about being a coach is getting to meet new girls and teach something I love and encourage others and be with different people all the time.
What position did you play in high school?
I played middle and I also played all the way around for a couple of years.
Awesome. Thank you for letting us interview you.
Why does a football coach go to the bank to get his quarterback?
Is fun just for the birds?
Cheerleaders are going to talk about a new airplane.
I've been cheering for 10 years.
Wow, that's really long.
Yeah. Gabby Fuller, she's like on the best team in the world. So, yeah.
Have you always wanted to be a flyer?
Well, when I first started off cheer, I really liked being a flyer. But then I started thinking it was scary and I didn't want to do it. But now I really like doing it. I enjoy doing this. Yeah.
I wanted to start cheering.
Well, my mom put me in it one day and I just stuck with it.
headlines.
My favorite part about cheerleading is the start tumbling pass. My favorite tumbling pass is a round-off tuck back handspring tuck.
My favorite cheerleading.
This is my third season.
Favorite cheer memory.
My favorite cheer memory is probably when we went to UCA in Orlando, Florida.
Do you want to hear about the weather around Japan or in Canada? Let's hear other people talk.
Oh, this is WOW, Weather Around the World. Today we have two meteorologists, Aaron Bueller and Owen Lamb. Today we will be talking about Shades State Park, Indiana with Aaron.
Thanks, Ben. And now we're going to the weather in Shade State Park, Indiana, where it's sunny, and that doesn't really make sense because Shade State Park has shade in the name. And yeah, but I'd say it's about 68 degrees and there's not a cloud in the sky.
For that, Aaron, and now we will go to Owen Lamb at Fort Madison, Iowa.
Owen Lamb, a forecaster. It's 68 and sunny at Fort Madison, Iowa. Fort Madison, Iowa is famous because it's home of Yiddish Street is on Google.
Thank you for watching Weather Around the World.
Why did they kick Cinderella off the basketball team? Because she ran away from the ball. Do you like basketball? Then watch this next segment to learn more about the NBA playoffs.
Hello everybody, this is SportsCenter with Jack and Andrew. Today we will be talking about the NBA playoffs.
A surprising move for the Indiana Pacers as they fire head coach Nate McMillan after a devastating first round in the playoffs this year. After being swept in the first round of the playoffs for the second season in a row, the Pacers thought it would be best to fire McMillan. They are now looking for a coach for the 2021 season.
As we continue to move closer to the NBA Final, there are still 4 teams fighting to be crowned NBA champion. These teams consist of the Lakers, Nuggets, Heat, and Celtics. For the Celtics, Romeo Langford is out for the rest of the season with a wrist injury, which could really hurt the Celtics.
This is all for today. Thanks for watching SportsCenter with Jack and Andrew. Have a great day.
YMS soccer team.
I don't know, but watch this next segment to watch students interview players from the YMS soccer team to see what they think.
Yep.
Welcome to Sports News, and here we're interviewing Quinton and Zuko off of the middle school soccer team. Alrighty, so first question, when did you first get into soccer?
I got into soccer about 6 years ago. I got into soccer when I was about 3.
Okay, so do you think this season is tough?
Yeah, it's kind of been tough. We lost a lot of our players kind of because there's some quarantine and stuff, but we're still pretty good.
It's also been tough because like there's 6th graders on the team, but then you also got 7th and 8th graders playing on other teams, and that makes it a little more difficult.
Alrighty, so what team was the easiest to beat so far?
Our first game.
It was kind of a blowout.
There's 2 games. One was my first game. We beat them like 9 or 10 to zip, and then like I didn't play that game because I was quarantined, but we beat a team 16 to 0.
Yeah, and it was at home too, so that was definitely the easiest game.
So, what position do both of you play?
I play left or right wing.
I play either striker or right wing.
Okay, so do you think it is harder or easier to play with all the grades combined together?
I think it's definitely harder, and I kind of like the challenge, but it's just like you're playing with every grade, you get like more competition instead of just playing with one grade. So.
Yeah, it's definitely harder because we have some people on our team that are like 8th graders, some are like really fast, and then others have like really good dribbles and stuff.
So, how many goals do you think each of you scored this season?
scored 2 so far. But since we're 6th graders, we don't get as much playing time as the 7th and 8th graders. No, because that's how it works.
Do you think it's better or worse playing with more than just 6th grade?
I think it's better because it's a better experience for the 6th graders because we can get better learning from them.
And then what team do you think was hardest to beat?
Burris,
And what position do you play?
goalie,
How many years have you played soccer?
for 7 years.